All right, let's take a look at the chicken wing. This chicken wing in particular is gonna be what I call the wrist first chicken wing. It's kind of the classical setup that most people teach, okay? So we're gonna start with Coach Brandon's hands, either on my rib cage, my hips, my belt, right? He's trying to stay in a guard position like that. I'm gonna take the 5-finger grip like this, so I'm gonna take my full hand, I wanna pull these off. Now sometimes when there's a lot of pressure, you're gonna be like, right? It's just not gonna work. So you can weave, you can do a lot of different techniques on this, right? One of the simple ones that I always like is I just gonna bridge up and then pull them down, okay? I'm gonna rotate my hand over into this position. So I've gone from a 5-finger to what they would call a 4-finger at American Top Team, okay? Remember what we talked about? We're gonna open up the legs. We're gonna look to elbow him in the face if we could, if it was real, but if not, I'm just shooting that arm over that direction. When I do that, a little bit of guard shrimping's helping, and I'm gonna frame up just like we did in the pre-drill, right? Where you're doing the chicken wing setup, okay? I'm gonna hook this line through the hole right here, and I'm looking to grab my wrist. When I get pretty close to this one, I let go of this thumb and go from the 4-finger back to the 5-finger grip personally. A lot of times your thumb gets caught up in there and it can cause you some pain and just discomfort, period. It also can keep you from getting the submission. So as I get close, I pull that thumb out and I get into my grip position, okay? Now, there are quite a few ways that we can bring him down on this one. The first way I want you to really think about is I want to be 90 degrees to where he's sitting. So if he's right here, I really want to be right there. So my head needs to go over there, okay? So I've got my grip position. What I'm gonna do as a method to make this happen is I'm gonna outside inside kick with this foot. So I throw this foot over and I lay down sideways so I get perpendicular to him, okay? Once I'm here, what I wanna do is not focus on leaving this arm out here in outer space. I wanna keep it tight to my body, right, and squeeze it really good, okay? I usually imagine that I'm choking somebody when I do it, which starts to make their body tense up already, and a lot of times they're getting ready to submit. They're thinking defensively instead of counteroffensive or offensively, okay? So I've got this position. I wanna push the elbow up to his ear, so I take out all the slack. So when I feel that completely go, I lock it into my body, squeezing my legs so they're active. I don't want him running away, and then I just slowly rotate my core that direction. So it's my torso doing all the work. My arms are not pushing or pulling. They're just holding nice and tight, okay? So we reset that again for you. So I'm here. 5-finger grip in this position's the easiest, okay? I'm gonna use the bridge method for now. I bridge up to break down the posture. I take it from the 5-finger, I go to the 4-finger grip. I imagine that elbow shot, I shoot over the top, and I go around with the overhook to the shoulder. I'm looking to grab my wrist, and remember, somewhere in the middle of all this, I'm gonna move my thumb over and go back to the 5-finger grip for comfort and being able to get a higher percentage on the finish, okay? Once I'm here, the method I'm using right now, outside inside kick with the foot, is gonna put me 90 degrees. As I do that, I just pull the arm to me, throw the leg over, and bam, we're down 90 degrees, okay? Once I'm in this position, remember what we talked about? Keep him close, bring the elbow to the ear. When you feel that there's no more slack to be worked in there, squeeze tight to you, keep it to you. All I gotta do is imagine somebody is over there saying, "Hey Larry," I'm like, "Yeah, what's up," right? I'm just trying to turn over and then get that final submission to set up the chicken wing, okay? Again, that's what I'm gonna call the wrist first, because later you're gonna see what happens when we do the shoulder first, okay? So try that one out.